Great trading day. Markets were up by Dow was up 1,000 points and was down yesterday. So we're back and forth now. So let's go right into the markets. Okay. So the S&P, Dow, Nasdaq, and even the Russell was up today. Um, we have most of the sectors are down. We have a new up in consumer staples. That doesn't mean we do have a buy signal. Okay, VIX is up right here. So VIX is at 30, guys. 30 on the VIX. So it keeps coming lower, but we are still in the markdown phase. Okay, so on these indexes here, we're still in the markdown phase. So even if, we've got a big up there on the Dow, if you guys look here, we're still in the markdown phase. Okay, so just continue to be careful out there. Okay, we'll look for price to probably get to that moving average here. That moving average should come down a bit. All right, probably get to that moving average and then keep coming down. So we are still solid in the markdown phase. All red candles, sellers are in control. So nice update today, but don't be fooled by that price action. Okay. Also, I want to mention, okay, when you guys know when we go through the four market phases, a lot has to happen to get buyers to come back in. Okay, so we've got to go from the markdown phase to the accumulation phase. Okay, so let's find an example here. All right, let's find an example here. Okay, so here's an example here: markdown, accumulation. Right, green candles, break resistance, buy signal here by our system. See, all through here, that's still the markdown phase. Okay, so here, all right, we're still in the markdown phase. We've got to have accumulation and break resistance, and then get a buy signal in the markup phase. Okay, so just be aware of that. So those of you who trade in equities, right, Stock Boss, our Stock Boss and Bullmaster systems, you can certainly take trades, right? Be very, very careful. Even the trades we had going, guys, with basic materials, right? Basic materials and gold, silver, those have done well, but even with those, we want to be careful. Okay, same price action on the Nasdaq here on the markdown phase. Okay, here the Dow and the Russell. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, you'll have up days, but like you guys saw yesterday, we had a big down day. Okay. All right, in the futures market, the dollar came all the way, guys, made a low. So we broke through $100 on the dollar index, made a low of, what was that? 97 and change, okay? So the dollar is holding some support right here, but we'll look for the dollar to possibly move lower. We do have a sell short signal here on the dollar. In the futures market right now, the Dow futures are up. That's a big up, guys, on the Dow futures. Wow. So 641 keeps going back and forth there on the Dow in the futures market. The NASDAQ, that's a big 2% on the NASDAQ. I wonder what's going on. So 2% on the NASDAQ here. S&P up 1%, was that almost 2%. Russell is up over 2%. So markets are up big in the futures, and that's early too. So must have had news. We'll see how things open up in the morning. Okay. All right. The dollar index currently is up. All right. Again, still holding right about that 90, 97, 98 right there. Okay. The Mag 7s will nice update on the Mag 7s. I don't think that's changed anything, right? They're still in the markdown phase. We'll take a look. And a big picture on the VIX, a major pullback, guys. very encouraging for the bulls. Okay, so big pullback. VIX made it all the way up right here to about 60. What was it? Yeah, 60 right here. It's pullback all the way down to 30. That is very encouraging. And we've got what little more than a week left in the market. So if we close for the month, all right, if we close for the month, right, where we are right now, right, that would be very encouraging for the VIX, low volatility. All right, let's go through big picture on the daily time frame on the Dow, guys. You see here, still in the markdown phase. We're finding some support down here. Again, a lot has to happen before we can get bullish again. On the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, same thing here, sell signal, all red candles right here. So sellers are definitely in control there. Monthly time frame, buy signal here, came to that moving average, just holding for now. The S&P, same thing, guys. Sell signal here, all red candles, right? We're finding support here. We can certainly come back down, okay? So the big day today was only this, guys. Only this candle here with the Dow. If you look at the Dow here, 1,000 points. Notice how even 1,000 points, right now on this candle here doesn't affect the overall trend at all. Big up day, but look, that doesn't affect anything at all. Okay, we didn't even get a white candle with all of that buy-in there. Okay, all right, welcome. Mike. Oh, okay, all right, okay. All right, yeah, so that's probably good for the market, right? That's probably good for the market. But we'll see if it holds. So S&P, daily time frame here, weekly time frame, and on the monthly time frame right here. On the NASDAQ, guys, lots of selling. Okay, so again, even on an update, all right, a big update for the NASDAQ, all right, 429 points. That hasn't made a difference there. Okay. All right. So lots of selling. So that's a big trend lower. Now, what we would like to see, some consolidation in here, hold support. All right. Get some resistance. Resistance might come in here, somewhere in here, but we got a long way to go, guys. We don't even have white candles, all red candles, no white candles there. Okay. All right, NASDAQ on the weekly time frame, same thing here, guys. So buy signal here, sell signal. This was back in 2020. And we want to pay attention, even if that, that trade right here, right, that price action right here is all the way back 2020 through 2021, we can get a real good gauge as to what could happen here. So this selling here, this markdown phase right here lasted about a year. Okay, we're just a few months here, right? So not even a few, about a couple of months into it. Okay, so we can certainly move much lower. And then just remember, we are at the end of the buying season. Next month will end. All right, so selling may go away. We'll end the buying season. So the momentum is down. Seasonality, we're out of the season. Okay, so again, I'm not saying you can't find any opportunities. We've traded some equities, but just be careful. All right, so if you're trading long in equities, you're going against this overall trend rather than here, right, in the markup phase where we're going with the buyers. Here, right, sellers are in control there. All right, I can't express that enough. Okay. But you guys know what you're doing. You've been with us for a while. New traders, be careful. Okay. NASDAQ white candle here, right? On the Russell, guys, lots of selling. Our buy signal was here, sell signal. Look what happened after that, right? We found some support here. Okay. Again, all right, long way from buying this market. Purple support and resistance here. So just be aware of that. Russell on the daily, Russell on the weekly, right? And then Russell on the monthly right here. Bitcoin is moving higher, guys. That's rare, right? So Bitcoin started moving higher yesterday. Was it yesterday or day before? Let's see how many candles we have here. Day before. So Friday, we got a green candle here. All right, so that's Friday, Friday, Monday, and today. Okay, so 3 candles here. Bitcoin is at 93. All right, so good move. Right, we had support here, near-term support here, and it is bounced, broke through that upward trend line, and we'll look for a buy signal. So we'll look for a buy signal, guys, on the daily time frame. If this happens, we'll definitely call it. Okay, so a buy signal should come in right around here on Bitcoin. Okay, and this number right here is right at about 100,000. So let's make this larger here. All right, so we'll look for if we can, and Bitcoin will move fast, but that's a great recovery there from Bitcoin. Great recovery. Okay, so right at 100,000, right? We've got decent resistance here. So if we can get past this area here, we can, anywhere in this area, we could get a buy signal. Okay, so that should come in soon on the daily time frame on Bitcoin. Okay, so good recovery, found support here. Hopefully we can find support in these other markets. So 93,000 on Bitcoin. All-time highs on Bitcoin, the closing highs is at 107. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. Let's bring in. That would be a big deal. Okay, if Bitcoin can break through that all-time closing high right here. Okay, gold continues to move higher, right? It's all consolidation. Broke out in 2024 on the weekly time frame. And look at gold, guys. Keep moving higher here. Good price action. I think it retraced a bit yesterday, but good price action. Holding firm. Silver, still waiting for silver to break out, okay? So a lot of consolidation in here. Lots of consolidation in here. And the reason I brought this in, I'm going to bring this one out also, is to show you guys, this is very different from gold, okay? So here was gold's consolidation, finally broke out. Okay, finally broke out. Here with silver, hasn't really, broken out. Okay, so we have a lot of consolidation with silver. All right, a lot of choppiness. So don't assume that since gold is has broken out, and gold is a great trade, that silver is a great trade. All right, so right now it's not. All right, so a lot of consolidation on the weekly time frame there. Okay, we are making higher. All right, so we do have a trend line here. We are moving higher, but lots of consolidation in here. Okay. Crude oil is holding between support and resistance there. That's good for, all right, for crude oil. Not good for traders, but just good for crude. Has settled nicely. Bonds has broken down. All right, that's too bad. All right, that's too bad here. So it's right at support right here. Just playing with support right here. Okay. That's bonds. The dollar, guys, broke through that big support area here, that $100, right? The $100 support right here. You guys can see that there. Okay, so it broke through that. On the weekly time frame, same thing here. And on the monthly time frame, big red candle came in for the month for the dollar. Next target for the dollar, guys. Now, we saw this on the way up, and so we'll pay attention to it on the way down. Okay. Let's get more data here. All right. So next level of support on the dollar here. And this is fairly decent support here. All right, so $90, right at $90, guys, right here. That's decent support. So here, 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 all through here, and we are coming down. And then if we get through, there is talk. Now, we don't pay attention to that, but if the dollar really breaks down, a really big support is about $70, okay? If the dollar gets to that level, that would be crazy, okay? So $70, 73, 77, 70, let's make it 70. Even numbers here, 70, right about here. Okay, all right, so that's the dollar. Our pound, consolidating right here on the pound yen. All right, so pound yen, right, not really breaking out. Let's move up that support. So right about here, we've got good support here. We can remove this. We did find some decent shorts. We'll go through those. All right, but pound yen is finding support here. That's encouraging for the market. So Bitcoin is moving higher, right? Pound yen is finding support. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. Pound yen monthly holding firm there. Pound yen weekly holding. Look at pound yen holding that trend line just like it did here. Okay. If we can get back into this area here, right? Trade, get above that trend line right here, break out. All right. Just like Bitcoin. If you guys look here, I know it's a different angle here, but Bitcoin, where is it? So pay attention to these triangles where price gets squeezed, right? Right here, Bitcoin right here. All right, so you got your triangle here, price got squeezed, broke out there, and we might get similar here on the weekly time frame here. Okay, a little different trade, but same thing. All right, let's go through, wait, before we do that, the Max 7s, Magnificent 7. Let's see what the Max Index did today. All right, so again, a big update, but that hasn't affected the price action here on the Magnificent 7. That's the tracker there for those. Tesla, guys, big update for Tesla, 10%, but look, hasn't made a change in the price. Still holding at support here. So don't be fooled, again, by the price action. All right, we can certainly see sellers come back in. Good thing about Tesla is we've got really good support here, guys. All right, really good support. Markup phase, right? Accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. All right, we have accumulation forming here. If we break through that support here, that's redistribution. Hopefully, we can consolidate in here, see what they're forming these triangles here, and then break out to the upside, break resistance, and we get a buy signal there. So Tesla holding fairly good. It fell from quite a bit, right? So made a high of 479. All right. And trading right here at 237. All right. Our buy signal was here. This is why we do this. 267 sell signal right here, 367. So 100 points. Now we wait for the next buy signal. Okay, so Tesla, daily time frame. Meta, Facebook, same thing here, guys. Finding support here. That's encouraging. Finding support here. Mark up, buy signal here, sell signal, mark down, holding here. Amazon, same thing here. All right, so mark up right here. Well, buy signal, sell, mark down, And again, we hold in there, holding support. If we get any type of major selling, right, we're going to break through these support levels, guys. They're right at that support level. All right, so this market at a minimum has to hold. All red candles, markdown phase. All right, so we have a long way to go if we break through that support there, okay? All right, so don't rush to jump in this market just yet. Apple, same thing here. All right, markdown phase, bought here, sold here, right, near that high there, right? Markup, reaccumulation, right here. All red candles, all right? NVIDIA, same thing here. So again, the good news, guys, they're holding, they're finding these support levels, and traders are paying attention, recognizing, respecting these levels here. Okay, so support right here. Again, the momentum is to the downside, not to the upside like here. Momentum is to the downside. So we're going to assume, right, unless buyers come in, that will move lower. Google, same thing here. Support is right here. All red candles, those are sellers. And look here, purple support and resistance. All right. Microsoft, all right, same thing here. So you guys see here. All right, good support here. All right, so we can go as it continues. Now, this one here could consolidate all through that area, squeeze in that triangle, and then break out. Okay. All right. What I would like to see is sellers come in. Right now, it's hard to really move higher. Okay, we really need to move lower, faster. Okay, and if we hold here, go into the summer months. Okay, June, July, August, September. Okay, and we're still near these areas here, we could break through. Right? Remember, most of your crashes, if you guys go back, right, most of your crashes, your .com crash, right, your 2008 crash, right, even your COVID crash, right, those all happen in summer months, right, July, August, September. Okay, and then, right, markets come back in late October to buy at the bottom. And we are setting up nicely for that, okay? The selling came in early, certainly came in early, but boy, if we can get some really good selling, okay, we are traders, we're not investors, okay, so we don't mind if it goes down much lower, right? So if we get a lot of good selling, right, through the summer months, the next 4 months or so, 4 months, 4 or 5 months, okay, we could have some really good buying opportunities in October. I'm not saying that will happen. All right, I'm not saying that will happen, but that would be great. Current positions. Let's go through these. Current positions. We do need some more selling for the institutions to come in. All right, current positions on the 60-minute time frame in Monster Scalper Forex. Let's go through these. We're doing good on time. So I don't think we haven't checked these since. Well, let's see here, because we missed Sunday's training. Okay, so the last buy signal we had was here. We didn't take this one here. So AUD USD buy signal here, sell signal. We should be out. All right. NZD USD. Okay, so buy signal was here, red candle here, we should be out. This is on the 60-minute time frame now. So want to clean things up. EUR GBP, so buy signal here, sell signal here, we should be out. So the 60 minutes still having some difficulty there. EUR NOK, buy signal, sell signal here, we should be out. All right, EUR SGD, all right, a good one here. Buy signal here, sell signal here before the selling came in here. We should be out. Be careful with the 60-minute time frame, guys. Euro CAD. All right, so Euro CAD buy signal here, red candle, sell signal, broke support. So if you were lucky enough to get out right here, you did okay. All right, if you certainly we don't want to be in it after that sell signal, red candle. Ideally, you would have been out on the first red candle right here. Okay, so buy signal here, sell signal right here, Euro CAD. That price is, look at that, moving fast, guys. EURTRY, buy signal here, sell signal right here, perfect before the sellers came in there. All right, a decent trade there. EURNZD, very choppy trading here, buy signal here, sell signal. All right, guys, you don't have to take all of this, find the best trades, okay? EURHKD, buy signal here, let's remove this. All right, a good trade here, buy signal here, no break of this resistance, broke support, white arrow right here, close the trade here, decent trade. For the 60, EUR, euro, dollar here, good trade here, guys, perfect trade here, euro, dollar, so buy signal here, break of resistance here, broke support, sell signal, white candle, red arrow, close the trade there, please. That's euro, dollar. So the euro pairs are closing on the 60. Euro, Aussie, buy signal here, sell signal here. All right. All right, so that's it for the 60 minutes long. All right, so trade accordingly, guys. Be careful. These markets will turn quickly. On the 240 long, so 240 longs in Monster Scalper. Now the 240 has held up better than the 60. All right, EURSGD. All right, so buy signal here, no break of resistance, broke support, previous resistance becomes support, red candle, close the trade. Please. I probably spoke too soon. EuroCAD. EuroCAD, buy signal here, red candle, sell signal, close the trade. EURTRY, not a bad trade there. We need more good trades though. So TRY, EURTRY trading well, guys. So bought here, sold here, red candle, broke support, white arrow here, close the trade. So great trade going there. With TRY, EURTRY, okay? Next one. So they are closing. All right, not too early to call a rotation, but they are closing, guys. So we have to pay attention to that. All right. All right, EURHKD, broke resistance here, buy signal. All right, previous trade did really well too. Bought here, sold here. Bought here, sold here, red candle, white arrow here to close the trade. Dotted blue lines here means we made money there, okay? EURHKD, close the trade there. Euro dollars. So much better trading here with on the 240. 4.2 and 422. So almost 3 weeks. Not bad, right? Not bad. Holding time there. Euro dollar buy signal here. All right, broke support, red candle, sell signal, close the trade, please. And that's for about a good 400 pips here. All right, not bad. All right, so much better job on the 240. Pound SGD, buy signal here, still holding. Keep an eye on this. All right, we need that to stay above resistance there. Okay. Pound CAD. All right, pound cat, buy signal here, red candle here, close the trade. All right, we got to close that, guys. It can, all right, can get that sellers could really come in. Okay, so close that. Take your small loss or small profit. HKD, JPY, buy signal here. White candle here. We're going to close that. If you look at the previous white candles, guys, they came in heavy here. So don't want to give back any profit. So buy signal here, white candle. Let's close that. GBP, HKD. Pound dollar. All right, buy signal, right? Buy signal here, sell signal. Let's close that. Now notice that previous trade, we did not have a sell signal, just a white candle. But we can see what's happening, right? You can see, right? The other pairs are closing. Why stay in it if the other pairs are closing? And you can see what the price has done before. All right, so pound dollar, close that trade there, please. New Zealand CAD. All right, buy signal here. We'll hold on for right now. Aussie dollar, buy signal here, sell signal. And we have a lot of resistance above. So this is one here. You got to get out. Have to get out. Okay? Sellers love to come in here. See here? Sellers came in here right at that resistance. Even here, and then look here. All right? So sell signal, buy, sell signal. It's not holding above resistance. You got to get out. So Aussie dollar, close the trade. All right. I think things are shifting a bit, but we'll see. Buy signal here, New Zealand dollar. Buy signal here. White candle there. It recaptured the moving average, so we'll hold that for now. Okay. So clean things up. Look here. Fewer trades there. Okay. Now we have some shorts. I'm sure these shorts are pulling back also. All right. Let's take a quick look. All right. All right. We will not add any positions this evening. We'll just go through what we've got here. All right. Short positions on the 60-minute time frame. In Monster Scalper. So disappointed with that time frame. All right, Aussie yen. All right, Aussie yen. Sold short here, buy to cover, close the trade. Aussie yen. All right, dollar yen, guys, sold short here. Right, buy to cover. Buyers are coming in strong here, close the trade. All right, so something is happening in this market. All right, HKD, JPY. Now, granted, they were deep in the markdown phase, okay? So, I mean, that's deep, really deep in the markdown phase, okay? So that's to be expected. You know, you could get a bounce like this and then come back down, a bounce like this, okay? But close the trade, please. Should be way out of this trade there if you shorten it. That's on the 60-minute. Moving forward, you know, I've been talking about this. We really might want to stay away from that 60-minute time frame and just go to the 240 for now. Okay, we'll probably do that. We'll see. TRY, JPY, sold short here, buy to cover. So if you got in here, you did good. Okay, but if you got in here, about break even. Okay, so really pay attention. And also pay attention to these yellow support and resistance lines in your markdown phase, right? That means buyers might start coming in. TRY, JPY, close that trade, please. CAD yen, same thing here. Sold short here, buy to cover. Look at that price action, guys. Crazy. We'll wait for longs. Let's put it that way. All right. SGD, JPY, sold short here. and buyers came in here, closed the trade here. So you really, on the 60-minute time frame, you really have to pay close, guys, close attention to what's going on, okay? On the 60-minute smaller time frame. All right, on the 240, let's see. Short 240 in Monster Scalper here. So even on the 240, and these trades were going well. USD SGD, all right, sold short signal here, right, to enter the trade, broke support here, right, decent trade here, green candle, right, buy to cover, white arrow right here to close the trade. So a fairly decent trade there. EUR SGD. USD CZK, all right, so sold short here, green candles, white arrow, buy to cover, close the trade. USD DKK, same thing here. So you guys see what's going on. Sold short signal here. All right, good trade here. Green candle, buy to cover, we should be out. Good trade here. And the previous trade wasn't bad here. Okay, so great trade in there. USD, and we just have to take what we can. Right now, USD Swiss, dollar Swiss, another great trade here. Okay, so buy, sell, sold short here. I think we called it somewhere in here. All right, good trade down. Found support, good support right here. All right, green candle, first green candle you can get out here. Worst case, get out here. But you want to be out on that first green candle, right? Even on that white candle, you can get out. Dollar Swiss. And in Swiss yen, we just added this one here. Might need to change that though, if these yen pairs are moving higher. In Stock Boss, let's take a look here. Now on Stock Boss, you guys know we've changed it to 60-minute time frame for now. Try to catch some of those quicker moves. All right, so Stock Boss, we'll take a quick look at, we've got time, at Hit Seeker. See what's going on there, all right? Stock Boss on the 60-minute time frame, buy signal here, sell signal. That's basic material stocks, right? So gold, silver, NAK, right? Close that trade. CRML, another basic material. NGD, buy signal here, sell signal. Sellers are coming in, right? We should be out right here. So basic materials, all right. UAMY, all right, guys, we had a sell signal. Buyers are coming back in. We can wait for a buy signal. For now, we'll close it. Okay, so no positions in Stock Boss right now, okay, on the 60-minute time frame. All right, Bull Master right here. Bull Master, let's take a look here on the daily time frame. And the same thing here, all basic materials, guys. Gold, silver, metals here. All right, AEM, that's holding firm right there. AU holding firm, buy signal here. GFI, buy signal here. All right, a bit of a pullback, but holding firm. KGC, right? Buy signal here, holding firm. Much different trading from that 60-minute. NEM, buy signal here, red candles, got back in here, holding firm. And RGLD, that's gold there. Buy signal here, a bit of a pullback, but holding. So the good news in Bullmaster that these stocks, gold stocks, basic material, they're all holding here. Okay. Uh, Monster US 30 traders. Now, we didn't call this trade here. All right, things are all over the place. But the sell short signal did close. So great sell short signal. Those of you who took this trade, good job. All right, on the 60-minute time frame. So sold short here, buy to cover. Great trade for lots of pips, guys. So those of you who traded it, great job. Made a lot of money here. Sold short here, buy to cover here. On the long side, we have a buy signal, but just be careful here. We didn't call it. NASDAQ short. All right, a decent short there on the NASDAQ. And we're waiting for to call a buy. We have a buy signal here. But guys, we could get to that resistance here and then come on back down. Okay, if we break through here, right, we got pretty good resistance here. We'll take a closer look then. Okay. All right. Stock Boss. I just want to run it. So we'll run Stock Boss Bullmaster here. There is a trade we're looking at in Monster Scalper. We'll take a quick look. Basic material stocks here. Buy signal here that is holding. Was this the one? I think Anthony posted this. Anthony posted this in Stock Boss. I think this was up. This is a gold stock. I think it was up 11%, 10 or 11%. All right. So Anthony, thanks for posting that for everyone in the school community. So VGZ, all right. Buy signal here. Beautiful trade. Buy signal here. All right, and it's holding nicely, relatively inexpensive too, 83 cents. Okay, and the daily, look at this, lots of buying there on the daily. So good trade going there. Basic material, and then NB, nothing there. Okay, as far as the other sectors, guys, for right now, we'll just leave those alone. Bullmaster. So just remember, Stock Boss, guys, small caps. Okay, so these will follow the Russell. Small cap stocks are under $10. Bullmaster, right? Really focus on the S&P, NASDAQ with these. And we don't have a lot, guys. So 17. Normally when things are running, we've got buy signals in the markets. We're bullish, right? We're in that markup phase. We'll have at least, right, 90, 100, 120, and even higher. Okay, so 17 tells us that they're not buying, right? Institutions are not buying, not yet. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Basic materials, we only have one stock there. Okay, CMP, and no buy signal as of yet. Okay, I did notice a trade here. All right, a good trade going here. All right, based on the price action. Okay, very sloppy in here. Okay, so we don't have a lot of direction, guys, in here. Okay, so we have a lot of indecision here, right? So it's mixed. Okay, so down, up, right, neutral, all these are mixed. So we have no direction. So something is going on. All right, we might be setting up to get better direction. Okay, so things are turning. It's turning right now. Turning right now. All right, so be careful. This is a decent trade here. The pound pairs, you notice here, most of them are blue here. So we might find an opportunity. But pound Swiss looks good on the 240. And I went through this trade here with one of our traders doing coaching today. And we looked at this one here. So not a bad setup here. So markdown, accumulation, buy signal here came in. Perfect buy signal on a break of resistance here. So we'll call this one here resistance, buy signal here. You see your triangle? Pay attention to when these triangles are forming, guys. They'll break out. So broke out nice big candles, and then our target will be previous support. All right, previous support right here. So nice risk reward. All right, so we're going to call that pound GBP, CHF, long on the 240. Okay. Just the pound pairs on the 240. Pounds are closed. Nice trade there. All right. Pound dollar. All right. Holding for now. All right. Nothing here. Nothing here. And then here is pound Swiss. Pound CAD. Nothing here. All right, so pound Swiss, keep an eye on it because the other pound pairs are coming down. All right, so it's got a good setup, so we'll call it, okay. Support is right here, so if it fails, right, it'll get you out right about there. Okay, so buy signal here. This is a good candle. All right, that's a good candle there. Okay, all right. So that's all I've got. With the markets, we up big one day, down big the next. That's what's going on right now. All right. Remember, we're in the markdown phase. So with equities, be careful. Right. Most you gotta do what the institutions do. Right. They've been out and they're waiting. All right. Or they're in gold. Right. They're pushing gold up right now. So really be careful with stocks. And you guys notice our heat seeker system for Stock Boss. So let's go here, Stock Boss. Let's run heat seeker there. That's only 22. That's not a lot, guys. And then Bull Master. How many did we say? 17. That's not a lot. So if they're not buying, we shouldn't be buying, right? That doesn't mean you can't take a trade here and there, right? But just buying this market, buying these sectors, that's not wise right now. Okay, so thanks for coming. Thanks, guys, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. We have Q&A tomorrow. Okay, Q&A tomorrow. If you guys need to reach me, just contact me on school. It's really cool now, right? So you don't have to text me. You don't have to email me, right? Just go on school. I'm always available on school, okay? All right, guys. Take care. And we'll probably in about, we're redoing the website. So we'll have a brand new website, okay? We're working on it now. So probably I'm thinking 3 weeks or so. I'm excited about it, right? We have some new changes coming up. As we know,